Hey man, you see that right there? Look at it. Take a long, hard, deep look at it. This right here is musical perfection. And all this right here, this is New Stuff TV, the untechnical tech channel, and your home for the best infotainment on YouTube, baby. I'm your host, Antoine makes sweet musical love to my ear holes Richardson, because today we are checking out these brand new earbuds, man. These are the Oneplus Buds Pro 2. I struggle with names because they're always so long. Anyways, this is the Arbor Green version, and let me tell you, man, this is a spoiler alert. I really like them. All right, first of all, let's get into this case. This is a nice, slim case, all right? It's got a rectangular footprint, but it is nice and slim. On the back side of it, we got that USB-C charging port, and then we got the wireless charging. Now, speaking of charging, you can get up to 6 hours of playtime with the ANC on. Turn that ANC off, and you can get up to 9 hours worth of playtime. Now, as we open up this beautiful Arbor Green case, you see you have these gorgeous earbuds right here, man. This is a beautiful presentation. Every time you open up your earbuds to put them in your ear holes, you get to see this. That is a luxury in itself. I love this two-tone look, this matte green, and then you got the shiny green right there. It's a stem style earbud, as you can see. At the top of this stem, you'll see a little microphone grill right there for ambient noise collection. And then on the inside of the bud itself, the body, you'll see another one for ambient sound and noise cancellation, because these things are gonna work together to give you some really great ambient sound or transparency, as well as active noise cancellation. Now back to the stem, these do not have touch controls, which I'm actually a fan of in this particular model, because all you have to do is squeeze a little bit, and there's like a little hidden button in there. You just kind of squeeze it, and that's how you interface with each earbud. As far as controls, you'll get the exact same thing on each side right out of the box. You can go into the app and customize each control as you wish, but out of the box you get the same thing. So if you squeeze, you'll get a play and pause reaction, and then if you double squeeze, you'll get a forward track, and if you triple squeeze, you'll get a backwards track. And then you can press and hold to turn on ambient sound or active noise cancellation. And there's a secret little surprise in there. If you press and squeeze, or if you squeeze for 3 seconds, you'll get this Zen mode air, which allows you to, it's like they have like 4 or 5 different like soundscapes, and I have mine set to one that I actually like, and it's just nice to have that on board. That way you can take some time out for yourself just to relax or meditate or whatever you want to do. It's nice to have that just built into the earbuds. That way you don't have to pull out your phone or go into your app to activate it. Okay, now since I did bring up the app, let's go ahead and take a little look through it. You can see that I have my batteries right here. My battery presentation, I got 100% left and 90% on the right. And that's typically because I'm using the right earbud more than the other one. Speaking of which, you can use these independently. If you want to use the right earbud, I'm that guy, man. I walk around with one in my ear so I can take phone calls and just, listen to my audiobooks. But then the other one, the left one, it's not, which one is dominant. You can use them both independently equally. So it has the same controls on the left as it does on the right, and you can do the exact same thing, which is taking calls and listening to the music on the left independently. Now back to this app. Transparency mode is what I currently have it in because I need to be hearing what I'm doing. I want to talk a little bit about the transparency mode because it sounds great. Right now I got them in my ear holes, right? Everything's I got something in my ear canal, and so I do have that tunnely, like underwater effect, but it's very, very mild. Like I can literally walk around with these in my ears almost all day for the whole 6 hours I'm gonna get with the ANC on, and I won't be bothered because the fit and form of them is very comfortable. Plus I can actually talk to people and just hear my surroundings without having any type of discomfort. Now inside of the app, you can actually turn it off, or you can turn that active noise cancellation on, and there it is. It has kicked on, and now I feel like I'm underwater, man. I can't hear jack out there, man. This is some really, really good noise cancellation. Yes, if you are on an airplane or public transportation or something like that, you are going to hear horns, high-pitched sounds, babies, okay? If that baby is in the back, like the very back of you, the back seat, that baby, once you turn on that active noise cancellation, that baby goes about 7 rows back. It's hard to hear that baby anymore. Now, if he's actually behind you and kicking on your seat, whole different story. You got to talk to the mama about that. But the active noise cancellation works very well. It pushes those higher pitched bright sounds way to the background, and as far as the low rumblings and like engine roars and stuff like that, it really cancels them out extremely well. Now, before I put this back on transparency, I want you to see here where it says noise cancellation, smart or moderate. I'm going to click on this and you can actually customize which one you want. You can have it on smart if you want to, and then it kind of just does it for you and kind of measures the ambient sound to see how much it needs to give you, max, moderate, or mild, or you can just manually go in and press whichever one you want. I'm going to go ahead and go back into transparency mode because I just like that feeling. Got that personalized noise cancellation turned on. This is what's up. The sound modes, the Soundmaster EQ. Because I don't know if you actually caught this on the outside of the case and on the inside of the case when I opened it up, but it actually says co-created with Dyn Audio. Now, all you audiophiles might know what this means, but for those of you who are just looking for a great quality sound in earbud, all this means is that you're gonna get some really premium sound. So we start off with 4 built-in EQ settings. By default, you got balanced, then you got bold, serenade, and bass. My favorite two would be balanced and bass. That bass, it's so deep and so rich. It's thick bass. It's like over-ear headphone bass, man. It sounds so good and clean. It's not overly boomy, doesn't bleed into the mids and highs. The separation in these earbuds is so stinking good. It's like you can actually hear the details. You know, like when you turn your headphones up or down, or even speakers, you stop hearing things like details. With these, I can listen to them at low volumes, like, I don't know, 15, 20%, like just throughout my day, and I'm still hearing details. It's like CD quality in these earbuds. That's right, I said it. You're getting CD quality inside of these, I can't even say it, man. I'm so hyped up. You're getting CD quality in these earbuds, and we're getting it over Bluetooth because we got, it says it on the box, high-res audio wireless. That means you don't have to plug in to get excellence anymore. But then you got these custom modes right here. You can actually set up your own. I've set up my own, which is new stuff. So you can go ahead and set that up and name it as you wish. I like my own custom EQs, so I put it there. Then, of course, I'm listening in high-res mode because I want my CD quality. Then you got golden sound, which is a way that they actually kind of test your hearing for sounds that you can't hear or struggle hearing. They test it. You know, you kind of check off what you can and cannot hear, and then they just blend everything and boost it to what would be ideal for you, and you can choose to toggle it on or off if you want to. Let's go one more tab down and go into spatial audio. Yeah, buddy. Right now I have it off because I was listening to an audiobook, and spatial audio adds space. It's in the name. It adds space and like a room to your music. So it's not going to be great for every type of listening. If you're listening to hip hop or maybe some R&B, like the new stuff, it might not work. Even pop, you know, it might not sound that great. But you turn on something like, I don't know, some music with some instruments, man, some Fleetwood Mac or some, I don't know, maybe some Hall & Oates, man. I love Hall & Oates. I really do, man. Don't judge me in the comments, but Hall & Oates be jamming. So you turn on that spatial audio and it just adds space. It makes you feel like you're in a room sitting around sitting inside of some speakers, and it just sounds so stinking good. You can hear those instruments popping from left to right. And if you go into this app, you can have it on fixed, which kind of just makes you in one spot, right? But if you're watching some content like a movie or playing a game or something like that, turn this bad boy on head tracking. And that way, if you're like turning your head, it kind of just goes from left to right, gives you like another layer, almost like a third or fourth dimension to your experience. Now, this is that Zen Mode Air I was talking about. We'll go into here and see what soundscapes you have. You got Iceland, which is my favorite. Oh man, that sounds so good. Man, it's so relaxing. Then you got warm sunrise, camping or nighttime camping, summer seashore, and meditation. I'm gonna get out of here because it's gonna make me fall asleep as I'm talking to you. But you only can program one into the earbuds. It just transfers it to the earbuds, and it's there on board, just on call whenever you need it. Just press and hold for 3 seconds and boom, you're in meditation mode. Just like that. Now let's go into these controls, man. Like I said, left and right, you can do whatever you want to do except volume controls. I do not see an opportunity here to manipulate the volume, but these do work with Google. So what I've been doing is saying, hey G, like if I'm outside on my scooter or my bike or something like that, I can say, hey G, and it will just say, hey G, raise the volume or turn it up to 40% or whatever, and it cranks it up. And then I can say it again, and then, you know, it turns it down or whatever. And of course you got your tracks and stuff via Google Assistant, but inside of the app here, you can actually go from one squeeze, you can do nothing or play and pause. Then on the double squeeze, you got all these options here. And then on the triple squeeze, you got all these options here. And then you got your squeeze and hold. I only have mine set to noise cancellation and transparency because I don't need to turn it off. I either want it all or nothing. And of course you got your in-ear detection. I like to keep that on because if I take the earbuds out, I do want them to pause and stop playing. And if I put them in my ear, I'm ready to get my jam on, man. They're in my ear holes for a reason. Now it's time to answer those questions, man. You know what questions you got, and that guy in the back is chomping at the bit right now, wondering what the answers are. But do they jam though? Yeah, man, I told you they jam. Oh, man, y'all don't be believing me, but trust me on this. I'll be honest with you, man. I was jamming some earbuds. They were my daily drivers. I even made a couple of videos about how good they were, and they still are. Nothing has changed about that. But then you get some new stuff, right? And then it rocks your whole world. So those earbuds are now, their new residence is in my drawer. My new residence in my ear holes is the Oneplus Buds Pro 2 because they jam hard. How hard? So hard. Like I said before, man, that bass really gets you, man. It's that nice, thick, rich bass, but you got to make sure you choose the proper ear tips. They're going to give you a small, a medium, and a large ear tip. Make sure you choose the right one for your particular ear holes. And once you do, it's going to sound so good. How good? So good. The details that you're going to hear when these are playing music in your ear is phenomenal. The sound stage is set properly. Everything is well balanced. This right here is nirvana for my ear holes. That's pretty much how I felt. I actually had to share it with my wife, and my first reaction was, damn. I shared it with her. She's like, man, that sounds good. I was thinking, yeah, it sounds like real CDs, like listening to a stereo. These sounded so good to me, and that's why they replaced my other earbuds. I'm not gonna say the name on this video, but this is my new daily driver right here, man. Look, OnePlus. I did not know you were gonna be coming out here trying to be a force in the earbud market like this. But now that we have this understanding and you have taken up residence inside of my ear holes, we're good, okay? We're good, OnePlus. I like what you're doing here, man. I'm not an expert in this kind of stuff, but what I do know is a quality product when I see it. This is a lifestyle product. And as far as music, because they're earbuds, that's their primary function, right? As far as music, they are top notch in my book. These are gonna be a really hard contender to contend against in 2023. I would like to see who can actually come up and challenge these things in the year of 2023. But they're a lifestyle product. That means you're gonna be wearing at least one or both in your ear to use for a phone call. So I think we might need to go ahead and do a phone call test. I mean, I know what the quality is, but I want to demonstrate to you what kind of quality you're going to get when you take a phone call. Like I said before, man, quality is what you're getting with these earbuds. You're getting quality music, quality build, quality battery life, quality everything, including phone calls. Doesn't this sound good? This is what it's like. Let's say you called me up and you was like, hey man, what you doing? I'm like, nothing. And then, I'm just going about my day doing stuff. I might be washing some dishes, like, petting my dog or something, playing fetch with my dog. You would never know because the outside cancellation is so good and the phone calls are so clean. You would think I was actually talking on my headset just like this with the mic up to my mouth. The calls are so stinking good. Now, this is a simulation that we're doing on YouTube right now, but the real world experience is even better. Top notch. And you get that with either earbud. OnePlus, how you do that? Why you do that to the market? Why did you come in here and destroy the earbud market like this? I'm not mad at you, but I'm pretty sure the other companies are gonna be real upset about this because now they gotta go back to the lab and step up the game a little bit. All right, man, we're gonna close this thing out. I appreciate y'all coming by to hang out with me. Make sure y'all keep being good to each other, and I'll see you when I see you. Hey, Wilson, hold up, man, hold up. Check this cat out, man. He just sat through this whole video from beginning to end. He didn't hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, man. He didn't even hit the little like button that they got on the little thing down there. Yeah, that little thing right there. These guys are something else, man. Let's go to lunch.